my god, hi. Hi everyone. How are you guys? Long time no see. Like it's been a week. Like who knew? Oh my god, it's been a week. Okay, I'm trying to remind myself to not get up close and personal with like my mic because woo. I was listening to some um past streams and also don't mind my hair. I was just outside watering the plants, so my hair is like super frizz right now and I have like all these little random baby hairs. I don't know why. Like I don't know what to do with it. Anyways. Um yeah, it's literally been a week since we hung out, since I canceled sprints on Thursday and then also Sunday, which honestly like I really truly just needed. I just needed like a day. I don't know, D. You fucked up. That's what happened. Like you fucked up. So, anyways, so yeah, like I just needed like a weekend off. As weird as that sounds, but like also like peep Zoe right here. You guys see her laying on that pillow? She's probably taking a nap. Um, I'm actually probably gonna sit back here tonight and well, I might. I'm like kind of working on. I don't know. I need to catch up on my cross stitch in my book, so I kind of need to like take a night and actually enjoy a craft that I'm working on. But I'm redoing all of my threads because I got smart and actually like decided to use my paper Cricut thing. It's like a Cricut Joy Extra. It holds literally like one sheet of printer paper. I decided to get extra and wow, focus here. Focus. Okay. Oh my god, Misty. Like this is how much I don't keep track. Like I didn't even realize that. If you wouldn't have said anything, I'd be like, "Hey Misty, what's up, girl?" So I made all these like little labels so they're like nice and cute and organized, and but like also like kind of stupid because now I have to like re-thread them all. So it's fine. I get that. I totally get that because that's how I feel. It's taken me a while. I'm still reading Shadow Spell. I think it's because I really just hate the narrator. But then, so like what happened was Saturday we had our yard sale and it was just so ungodly hot and humid. So like it was the combination and like by 2 o'clock I was just like, I'm fucking done. Like there's no way I can do sprints tomorrow. Like I'm so tired. We had someone who was coming over, so like I had to clean the house. Like it was fine, like, it all worked out, but, like, I was just like, "I'm done." So, it was a really nice weekend that I had where, like, I could just kinda, like, chill out. This weekend, we're back to working on the house because we are on a bit of a time crunch. The floor has to be any unused flooring that's in an open box that's not extra, so keeping for issues, mistakes, etcetera. I didn't know that you're, like, a little teachy teach, so you're grading essays, that's pretty cool, but also that sucks. Um, so anyways, we're going to be going back to working on the flooring because we have to get everything returned that we don't want to keep by July 6th at the latest. So we need to kind of finish the bedrooms, even though we were really enjoying waiting. And we're also like, and we have to finish all the other like little projects just to get it done. And I told Dom the other day, I was like, honestly, if we just like left our house like this, like I'm good right now because I'm done. I knew this was gonna happen because it happened. D, if you remember, I redid my condo. The same thing happened in my condo. Use grade for bar prep. Wow, that's like really. I wouldn't even know what to do. That's really cool. I wouldn't know how to like do that. Um. So, anyways, guys, guys, the survey results are so interesting. Missy, are you like? By the way, if I seem like I'm being a bitch, I'm so, like, self-conscious of that. That's why I always do, like, LOL and, like, extra smiley faces. I'm so self-conscious about it that people are gonna be like, "She's responding in such a shitty attitude. Why did she even ask people to do this?" No, I'm, like, genuinely interested in, like, what they say because I wanna make sure that, like, we're not just, like, out here in La La Land doing what we want and maybe I know that we won't be able to, like, appease the masses and, like, make everyone happy, so, like, I do have to make some of those harder decisions as the creator, but at the same time, like, it is just so interesting to see things like Misty, even like our back and forth on like the idea of seasons and like how can I still do seasonal prompts while, not making other people feel like they're being excluded because they live in a different hemisphere than us. Like and that's like our whole goal is like to keep people feeling included and like they can participate. And so I think that is maybe like a good compromise where if we're talking about, for instance, like in chapter 3, one of the side stories I think is like a heat wave and it's about a spicy book. Like I could say, so if you don't feel like sharing your side story where it's a heat wave, instead what you could do is a cold wave. And here's how you could do that. You could share a book that um I don't know, maybe like I'm trying to think off the top of my head and I can't. Where you could share a book that happens in wintertime or I think the whole thing is like that is like sexy, like spicy, thrillery, like engaging, like it's hot. Like, oh, this is a hot book. Like I just like need to read it. Or like the opposite. So like maybe obviously you could do something that is like cold. That's very straightforward. Okay, so here's something a little bit more fun. You could share a book that like you did not like and that gave like you kind of gave the cold shoulder to because you didn't like it. And it didn't cause the excitement and the heat and and everything that you're looking for. So like I think I think what it comes down to is like a lot of people kind of like miss, and I can't blame them. If someone came in late, they're not going to read through all the FAQs. They're not going to read through, all the past chats we have. Like they might not even know what to search for. Maybe they did search for something on Discord and like they can't find it. So like to me what I'm seeing a lot of is like I think we it is we, because it's my mods and it's my scribes and me. But like I think what I'm seeing the most is that we just need to like kind of keep reiterating different things as new people join and this and that. And maybe it's even something, I mean, with our joiners, like what we can do is like I actually, because I pay for our bot to like be able to do more things, I have like the premium sub. I might be able to set up where it even sends them a message. So maybe those are things that we call out in a message where like we craft that and it'll send them just specifically a message that says, "Hey, thanks for joining. We're so excited. If you need help, feel free to reach out to any of our mods in this channel. Definitely read XYZ as like your starting point. There's a lot of information in there." And then just say, here are some frequently asked questions. Like for side stories, do I have to post every time? No, you don't. You don't have to at all. It's completely optional to post and you can still get your token. You can still go shopping, guys. Like, I don't give a shit if you don't post. You do you, boo. You do you. And I think those are like, I think like those are the things that people miss out on because either, maybe they don't join the sprints where like we talk about things like this sometimes, or maybe they're not super active in Discord and they're just, they're there, they download the sheets, they're there for the releases and the prompts that come up and this and that. So they're like lightly engaging, but they're not fully engaging, which is also fine. But I think because of that, just like things constantly get missed, especially as people like ebb and flow, come in, come out, take a break, come back, etc. So I need to figure out a better process for like communicating those things, and kind of seeing what makes sense for all of us. Not just for me, but for you guys as my scribes as well. Emran, I know you're not a scribe. At least I don't think you are, because I don't remember your Discord name. I'm pretty sure it's Emran though. Anyways. So anyways, I digress. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what I kind of come up with. We're at 11 submissions right now, which is like, I thought we were gonna get like 5. So I'm kind of like, there's like over 400 people in our Discord server, and I really had expectations to get 5. So here we are. You guys keep blowing my mind. But yeah, I think it was just, I really wanted to give people a chance to express if there were any concerns or like major issues that like I was maybe not present for the past couple months, just with everything going on. The thing I'll say about my new job, which you guys might actually, I can't at all. I have no idea. I'm like so oblivious to things. So Uh, like, I'm so bad at that. Um, was yours the one that said that you don't enjoy posting things in large groups? Because I'm like, "Who said that? Who said that?" Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Or oh, wait, what was the other one? What was the other one that I caught on in the video? Um, oh, yeah, they said, like, a bit more variety in the prompts, and I'm like, "Man, I thought we did pretty good." So, like, the next if you read the next chapter, if, like, so okay, so I'm gonna preface this. My scribes, as a reward, get early access to, like, reading things ahead of time as I plan them. I feel like a lot of people probably don't know that. I don't ask you guys to do a ton, but, like like, that is a perk that you get, is, like, you can see what's coming. I will say from where we started in chapter 1 to now has completely changed. So, like, I wouldn't plan your whole reading journal on it, like, the setup is the same, but, like, nothing is the same. Um, so, like, I really made sure that, like, we were doing variety, and I'm even, like, going back with, like, a fine tooth comb. Oh, Ash, you wanted the extreme. Dude, I don't know how to do that. Like, force yourself to do it. Like, don't put that on me. What if we do I'm trying to think of, like, how we could do something like that. So I might have you explain a little bit more, like, to see if you have any thoughts about it. And it might not be something that okay, so this is the other issue is, like, we obviously have this big form. So we have this big form where people can claim their tokens and their points. I can't are they called points? Oh, yeah, I like that. I actually think I'm gonna do that in chapter 4, and there's a good reason why, where we have the contrasting themes, which I also was thinking, um, we could maybe do that with seasonal as well, where, like, we could say, like, read a cold book, and then the next is, like, read a warm like, a hot book, and, like, so maybe we just incorporate it here and there. I'll look into seeing how I can do that more. I did write that down as an idea though, because I did like the light and the dark, and I think that that will be also more prevalent in chapter 4 with like what's going on. That's when we're gonna meet the evil thing that's going on. Just as a little teaser for you guys, we are defeating something. Hopefully, we'll see. Um, but yeah, yeah. But then like what I run into the same issue, Missy, again, like with muddying up the so like then basically what I would do is I would do away with like the checklist one because that's just like a lot of updating and copy on the paper. So like I'd probably get rid of that to where then it's just like your book, like the book images layout. Unless someone else wanted to update it and get it to fix. I mean, I could do it once and then which is also something like I wanted to talk to the scribes about is seeing if anybody wants to help with that. If I get the template set up, but I need to see who has Canva Pro access and all and if you don't, and that could cause so I have to like figure all that out. So I don't it probably won't happen for chapter 3. God, I can't believe we're already on chapter 3. Like what the fuck? Anyways, I digress. I keep saying I digress. I'm just like I'm talking way too much. So anyways, what I was saying about my job is that if you guys have not noticed, I have been a little bit more present. And the reason being is that I really like my new job. If anybody from my job is watching this, I do. I really love it. I think it's a little more junior. Okay, no, I can't even say that it's more junior because really, like, I went from senior to just like specialist. Like, I went from like senior specialist to just specialist. But here's the difference is that I think at my old company, the expectations and the ownership of things were so heavily burdened on me that I was doing too much for what my role actually was. And no one gave a shit over there. That's what really happened. So now I'm in my new role and I'm like, oh wait, like this isn't as stressful. And oh wait, like I'm not brain dead by the end of the day. I mean, I literally would sign off from my old job if I got off, like, on time, if because 9 times out of 10, like, I always had shit to do. Like, there were not enough work hours in the day. There were not enough regular hours. So, like, if I clocked off at a decent time, like, shut down at a decent time, like, I would just be like, "I'm done." Sorry, the sun is, like, right there. I'd be like, "I'm so done." Like, I just need to be, like, mind numb right now. And so it's one of those things where it's like, now in the role that I'm in, and I love my coworkers, I love the company. It really truly is great. It's been a blessing, switching and everything. But I kind of have to adjust now because I had such high expectations put on me that I didn't necessarily want at my old job. And I was owning so many different things that, like, I should not have been owning, that now I kind of have to adjust and be like, no, girl, like, work at like your level, like, do what you are supposed to be doing. And like, that is okay to not do more. And so because of that, I've been able to be a little bit more present because I'm not completely overwhelmed with work. So there were other changes that happened with this job that, like, are reassuring me it was a good choice. So, because otherwise, I don't know what the fuck I would have done. So I, I don't know if I could have continued, to be honest. So, no, not in life or anything. I just mean, like, doing the readathon plus work plus the house, like, all of that stuff. We're not getting sad today, okay? Anyways, are you guys ready to start our sprints? Like, change the topic real quick. Whoop. Whoop. We're done. We're out. We're gone. You guys are ready? Who's ready to do sprints? I am. I'm gonna clean up my desk a little bit because, like, I have, like, my pita chips from my lunch that I ate, and I have some other stuff on my desk. And then I think I'm gonna make sure I have what I need for my cross stitch, and then I think I'm gonna do that. So, okay. And also I apologize. I have not made a new playlist, so we're stuck on our fantasy tavern medieval stuff. So, okay. If you want to share, feel free to drop in your task list that you're going to be working on, your craft, your, I don't know what else, your books, all of that good stuff. And we will get started. Holy shit, it's 7:18. Yeah, we definitely need to get started, like, right now. Okay, bye. Happy reading, happy productivity. I will see you guys in just about 50 minutes. it's working. Hello? Hi. How can we do? Or how can we do? How did we do? Okay, so I did turn on. There's so much hair everywhere right now in my house. Um, so I did turn on Shadow Spell, and I'm on chapter 15. It said when I started, which I probably need to speed up this audiobook. I didn't realize that I was only listening to it on like normal speed. Normally I do like 1.25 speed. So I do need to like uh speed it up. Sorry. Brain went blank for a second. I do need to speed it up for a little. And then I also, it said that I had like 3 hours 48 minutes when I started it. I have 3 hours 5 minutes left. I'm honestly hoping that I can finish it today. I would have listened to some earlier, but I have found that when I'm like reading something or writing something and listening to a book, it just like does not work well for me. Like it's super bad. It does not work well for me. Um so yeah. Now, I will say the good thing is that I have all of these cross stitch projects packed up. Well, I have all the fabric packed up minus one, which I was about to cut like right before we got to this. So probably once I'm done with that, I'm probably going to disturb Little Miss Charlotte, which I don't know if you guys could see her, by the way. She was like trying to lay on my macrame, like my Ada cloth. Sorry, not my macrame, my cross stitch. She was trying to lay on the Ada cloth, and I'm like, girl, like you're not helping. I need to be able to. I was like, can you please just go lay down on the couch? Yeah, yeah. So I just have one more to cut. It's on the white. So I just did the black, and I had like several I had to cut in black. And then in the white, I have one more, which is for a Christmas present. So those are priorities. So I have this one that I'm working on, which I'm behind on. So that's a priority. And then Christmas presents are the next priority. Because I want to get them done. So I need to cut, I'm doing for my sister-in-law. I found a pattern that has like all of the Stardew cats on it. It just like repeats them in a circle. So I'm gonna make her that one. Dominic's mom and sister both love cats. So then his mom is getting one that just has like ugly ass cat faces and a circle on it. And I'm like, good enough. So he's terrible at buying them gifts, and I feel so bad. And I'm like, I don't want to like this is gonna be so terrible for me to say. I don't like want to spend money on them, like real money. So I'll just give you my time. I'll just make things for you. It's so bad. That's so bad. That's so terrible. Please, nobody ever tell them. That's so terrible. Um, like that's just how I feel. I'd rather make you something. It comes from the heart, right? So anyways, so what I'm gonna do is, oh god, I also need like really good sticky rolls, I feel like, because there's literally hair everywhere and it's driving me insane. If anybody has a really good sticky roll brand that they like, don't recommend Scotch Me. Scotch sticky rolls absolutely suck ass. If you have a different good sticky roll brand that you like, please let me know. Please let me know. Because I'm on the hunt for one. So yeah, so but I just have to cut that one, and then like literally I'm good. I'm good. I'm good to go. Um so yeah, here I am. What's up? Uh I'm like super jealous because in other parts of the world, not in my neck of the woods, but other parts of the state, there are people that like will plan cross stitch retreats, and you have like a special project that you work on at the retreat, like you pay for it, you have a special project that you work on at the retreat, you're given the pattern, like you have tasks to do to like get done ahead of time, then you go and you stay, and like all you do all weekend is hang out with other people who are cross stitching, and you just like chill. And I'm like, dude, where can I sign up? Can I sign up and host? Can I just host one of those? I used to be a corporate event planner. Can I host one of those? Can we host a reading retreat? Can we host a cross stitch retreat? I'm like, I don't know enough other people that cross stitch. So no, I could host a reading retreat though, I feel like. I'd have to figure out where and see how other people deal with this shit. Cause like that's the other thing though, is like I wouldn't want to deal with the bullshit. I'd be like, I don't want to figure out how you're getting here. You need to figure that out. I'd be like, good luck. So like that's the thing you have to keep in mind is like it has to be semi easy to travel to either by car, plane. Yeah, like car, plane. There's a couple that do it, I know. And then like I think a lot of the like bigger Instagrammers do more so like experiences. I'm talking about a low-key like cabin in the woods experience with couches already there, not and like there's 10 people going, and if one of y'all is weird and awkward, we're just all gonna have to deal with it and like be weird and awkward with you because here we are. Like, yeah, yeah. I just like, I definitely feel like even just like my book club that I do with Novel Nomad, I don't run it. Okay, let me be very clear. I do not run book clubs. Okay. I also do not participate in book clubs. The closest thing I get to doing that is literally the Village Read, which has like no time frame, minus to read it within 3 months. So it's fine. And that like that's kind of why I do it, because like I'm someone who's terrible at like being forced to do something like that. And like it just brings me back to reasons why I got out of reading. And I'm like, why am I forcing myself to do this? So yeah, so that's how I feel. But yeah, I don't know how it would work. Like, I mean, like I know that there's some like, can we just find somewhere where there's a like shit ton of yurts? Oh shit, why is my internet? Sorry. I think opening up my internet browser slowed my computer down hardcore. Hold on. It like shouldn't. It's just that it's like not used to it. There you go. I closed. It was like whoosh, but like really slow. So anyway, so what I was gonna say is like, is there somewhere where we can just like run out a shit ton of yurts? Who knows someone? If someone knows someone and they can give us a discount to figure this out or something, let your girl know, because that would be fun. There's something weird going on with my eyelid. I need to look at it. It's really bothering me. I don't know what it is. Okay, cool. I like randomly have been getting this spot in my eyelid crease, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? But now it's like really bad and it hurts. I don't know. This is my. I had to make sure I wasn't dying. Like, oh, she has a flesh-eating bacterial virus. Like, I don't even know. I can't speak English right now, but that's literally what went in my head. Was like, hold on, I need to look at this. Yeah, I've seen. I think I like that's what I've seen is something like that. Hold on. Okay, I know that there's a retreat center near me, and it's for nuns. Like, it's an old convent, or it is still. No, it's not even an old convent. Novel Nomad. What's the convent? They definitely do retreats there. But we would probably get forced to go to church. So, and then like would probably get burned in their cemetery if I did that. Anyways, retreat center near me. Cause like, is that really okay? First thing I see is treehouse rentals. I'm down. Let's go. Guys. Like, who like this is something that it would take time to get there. So there's the Sisters of Charity, which I know very well because I went to a Sister of Charity high school and I also went to a Sister of Charity college. So yeah, is it like it's like St. Mary's or something? Fun fact, Rain Man or Rainmaker, I don't know, it had Nick Cage in it. The opening scene with like the trees on both sides of the driveway, that was filmed there. I do know that. Anyways, so okay, there's Wilderness Ridge, which is an 83-acre rural campus. Okay, but like here's the thing. I don't want to do shit outside because if it's too hot, too cold, too wet, too gross, I'm done. Like, I need something that we can go to the wilderness and stay inside and look at the pretty things from windows. Like I would never be like, guys, let's go to this retreat center and go on a hike. That's the worst experience of my life. And that's the thing, like we don't really need someone to lead us. I'll lead us. I will be your leader. God, there's so many Catholic ones around here. Lillian's holistic retreat at the farm. We're at our 10 minutes. St. Anne's, that's what it's called. St. Anne's. What is this place? Hold on. See, like, this place has a farm, which means like cute little baby animals. I'd be down to go see the cute little baby animals and then go back to reading or crafting or like what, like you could bring whatever you wanted to do. It would just be like, we would probably be focused on having like some reading sprints and then. Oh, dude, I used to go camping every year. Like we would rent a cabin up in Hocking Hills with my friend, my one good friend from college. And I always volunteer to bring the s'mores because so it was before like the charcuterie s'mores were like a thing. But I would do like s'mores on crack. I would bring Reese cups, Kit Kats, Snickers, like I would bring Oreos, multiple flavors of grams. Like I would have a whole s'mores bar. St. Walburg Monastery and Villa Hills. Nice. Yeah. So like this is the other thing is that these are all like lead experiences. I'm like, I don't really need a lead experience. But we can't just like go to a hotel and get a hotel room or like rent a hotel space because it'll be super awkward and uncomfortable if we do that and there'll be no couches or like fine, I'll just bring your own blow up couch. Hey. If it pops, it pops. Like, although I'm not gonna lie, they do a private 3-day 2-night healing retreat at the farm and I'm like, kind of want to do that myself. I don't know how expensive it is, but kind of want to do that myself. Dude, Novel Nomad. Honestly, if it was closer, I would do the bed and breakfast that we did for Mountain Mushroom Fest because that's like the perfect size where it's like such a small group. We could maybe, talk to her and like add in some air mattresses for a larger. But like she was a really good cook. First off, like I mean, she didn't even make anything elaborate. Like it was basic, but like she had snacks. It was like I love that place. I want to go back there. I don't know if she still owns it, but all right, well that place won't work. Wilderness Ridge. Can I just look at these treehouse things? They're called it's called earthjoyvillage.org. I need to live in a more popular area. See, like these are so cool. These are so cool. They even have a storybook trail. Guys, they have a storybook trail. I maybe would walk on that trail because it's a storybook trail. And they have a book that goes along with it. Oh, I would buy the book for all of us. That way, not everyone needs to do it. Yeah. Well, I know it's not that far for us, but like if you think about people who are maybe coming in, like that's what would be bad. Yeah, so like that's what I mean. Like, because you have to think about how can people get from like an airport if they would have to fly. I would recommend no one flying because it's not going to be that great of an experience. It's gonna be pretty chill. Yeah. Yeah, that's well, like, and that's what I mean. So like a lot of the ones that I've seen and know about, they're like Michigan, up in the Pacific Northwest, Texas, Illinois, like places that aren't like like they're not unreachable, but I also don't want to pay and have to deal with like getting on a plane, renting a car, like you know what I mean? So that's like they have a love bus. Who's signing up to be in the love bus? You know what? Can we bring Dominic and make him like our manservant for the weekend? I think okay, guys. Okay, we're gonna start the next sprint soon because otherwise I will get on a tangent about this. But I think if we tell him that he can wear his armor, he would come. But he can't cook, so I'd have to cook. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it would be so hard to like, like to get something. But there is a love bus on here. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Um, they have one, two. Oh, apparently one of their tree houses was on Animal Planet. They have one, two. They only have two tree houses. Might work. It might work. Okay, anyway, I'm stopping. I would love to do that. I don't know how people do it. I was gonna say this earlier. I think that like a lot of people, what they've gotten into, especially like the Bookstagram people, are people who are doing like the Trovo trips, which are like I feel like they're easy to set up, which is why people do that because it's all planned for you. It's kind of customized, like flights and transportation, and I think food kind of is like I don't know. I haven't really ever looked at one because like I mean, I would love to do it, but I also don't have like 3 grand to drop on one. So, um, I also currently don't own a passport. I also have to get that. But yeah. So like, I don't know. Yeah, I think if I let Dominic give us a presentation on his armor and like HEMA, like sword fighting, he would be all about it. That's all I'll say. Can we just find a library and do like a lock-in at the library? Do you guys remember when they used to do those with us like growing up? Dude, that would be so much fun. Like everybody just bring your sleeping cots. Go around borrowing a bunch of sleeping bags. Just chill. Dude, they're not sold out. It must get really grody wherever this treehouse is because like no, they just I don't know if they're expensive. I don't know if people consider this expensive or not. Oh, they have AC and heat. Fuck yeah. Private movie theater, indoor comforts. I don't know what that means. Large couch. How many? 3 hammocks. Okay, there's only space for 5. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll do that at some point down the road. I don't know. Wishful thinking here. Okay, are you guys ready to start our next sprint? I'm gonna get this one cut, and then I might actually start kitting a couple of these that I'm just gonna like drop the threads at. I'm not winding all the threads for the kits yet. I'm just dropping them in here right now. But yeah, so I'm going to probably keep working on these, but also keep listening to Shadow Spell. And then if I get tired of doing this or I get frustrated, I will probably actually work on the cross stitch that is sitting right here because I'm like 3,000 stitches behind right now. Let's not talk about it. I was doing so good, and then like there was like a 3-week period for like not that many stitches, and it's a mess. Okay. All right, let's get started. Happy reading, happy productivity. I'll see you guys in a minute. No. I was talking to myself. It's fine. My my mic fell off its hook. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but it totally did. Anyways, how do we do? I forgot to speed my book up, and then I got a little bit sidetracked on a side quest. Uh, I have 2 hours 32 minutes left, so if I am gonna finish this tonight, I'm gonna have to be really focused. That said, anyways, uh, but yeah, I don't know what my brain is. My brain is shot right now. You played your game very well. What game are you playing? I should have asked that. By the way, I finished that arcane library game where you pretend to be a librarian and you like put your books back. Finished it in one weekend. Was obsessed. Just constantly played it. Probably why this is so far behind, not gonna lie. There's a couple other new books, or new games, I won't say books, new games. Wholesome Direct just had like their, I don't know. It wasn't like their big event, but it was like one of their bigger events. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I'm not a big Minecrafter, unfortunately. Dominica is, but I'm not. And there are like so many cute games coming out though that are like cozy and stuff, and I'm like obsessed with some. So one, there's a game called Fable coming out, which like is right down my alley, but is more of like an action adventure type of game. So I won't talk too much about that, but when it comes out, we might be playing it on stream. Sorry. Um, then there's Moonlight Peaks, which is coming out this year. There I've like have saved a bunch, but now of course I can't remember. I put them on my Steam. There's a new Book Nook game, which also has a demo out right now where like basically you just build like book nooks, but like in game. It's very interesting. Depending on how much it is, I might not get it because I did play the demo and it was kind of like, womp womp, like cool, I did it, awesome. Like there just like wasn't a lot to it, like to it. Um, let me see what else I put on my wish list really quick. Hang on. Sort by, not discount, by. Let's do by date added because that might help me. Nope, that doesn't help me. Let's do by release date. Okay, there's Witch Spire, which looks cool. Moss, the Forgotten Relic. Penny and the Cosmic Cauldron, Dragon Shelter, Witch Shop Simulator. You can bet your ass I got Barbie Rewind on here. Witchbrook, which I don't think is ever honestly going to come out at this point. Even though it says this year still, I'm just waiting for that to get delayed. So we'll see what happens. Songs of Glimmerwick look really interesting. There's some other ones that are like future dates. There's Grave Seasons, Vampire Rancher, Arcane Eats, Spellcaster University add-on, Graveyard Keeper 2, Loftia, Hearth and Hamlet, as I said, Fable, Everbloom, Tidebound. The Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker just came out. If anybody plays Tavern Talk, I own it and haven't played it. um, but yeah, there's some pretty like cool games coming out soon. I also know that Fields of Mystria released their 1.0, which I have been waiting to play Fields of Mystria because it was in such early access when I got it that I was like, I'm gonna wait. And I think it's been like 2 years since I've played it. So it's fine. Um oh boy. Anyways, so yeah, so uh really exciting things, I guess. Um I don't know what I was gonna say. Sorry, I read a message and my mind went completely blank. Unfortunately. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna have to stay like super focused. Dom is getting us dinner, which is really nice. And like very, very nice of him. I did cook all weekend because of his friend being here. So, but you know, I'll still appreciate that. So, that is coming to me soon. He was up at HEMA tonight. He did start his new job this week, which has been interesting. DCC. Okay. Yeah. So like I was going to do DCC as my next pickup, but then I was like, wait, the audiobooks are only on Audible? Wait, what? So I had to sign back up for Audible, which I'm not very happy about. I'm honestly half tempted to just see how much it is to just like buy a good amount of credits up front and use it for books that aren't available off of Audible and like calling it, I don't know, just like because like my issue is that I don't want to use them on I don't want to like pay for it like Yeah, like I don't want to pay for it like every month and get one fucking credit that I can only use once that month hits. Excuse my French, sorry. Their whole system just like pisses me off. And then like all the books that are free on there, I won't even listen to. I was like scrolling through them. I'm like, don't want to read that. Don't want to read that. Can get that on Spotify, which I already pay for and I want to keep. Can get that on Libby. Can get that on Hoopla. I'm like, why would I like because that's what I've heard. I've heard that the audiobooks are so good. So even if you read it with your eyeballs, you really need to do audio too. And now I'm at a dilemma. So, well, thank you, Ash. I know, right? Did you guys like see? I was like, chapter 2. Boo! Like, chapter 2 has sucked. Chapter 2 was shit. I'm so sorry for my terrible planning of chapter 2. I blame the wedding. I blame the wedding. And my old job. That's what I blame. But chapter 3 is really exciting. That's probably honestly like I want to finish making those edits because I do want to record this weekend. But if I also want to finish my book, which I kind of need to do, I need to just listen to my book. So, whoops. Yeah. This is where things get hard to like figure out time. Yeah, yeah. I'm just like really struggling with it because it just really sucks. It like honestly, it really sucks that they're only available on Audible. I'm like, bro, you need to change that. Like, I it kind of sucks. And honestly, like this is my whole thing is like can't like okay, I don't want to make this too political, but like cancel culture is like really popular and like a lot of people are like, ah, like fuck Amazon, like but then like so many people rave about that book and I'm like, yo, like it's only on Audible. So like what am I supposed to do? Excuse my passive aggressiveness. I use Amazon all the time. I know, fuck Amazon. I get it, but I can't. So 9 times out of 10, the stuff that I order, like I can't get anywhere else. So hi, here I am. If I can, I buy it online. So like 123 Cross Stitch has some really cool custom colors um for cross stitch, but custom colors will break my bank and I can't buy them for everything and they don't just sell like by the roll like in bulk. Otherwise I would buy it. At least I don't think they do. I tried to look and I don't know how to navigate their website. So if anybody knows of some good places to source cross stitch fabric, let me know. Let me know. So yeah, like it's really bad. It's really bad. And I get it, like, I am saving money if I do it, but, like, honestly, I mean, it's, like, $15 a month, I think, and let me see. They are having a credit promotion right now, by the way. If you use 3 credits, you get 1 free. It expires September 30th, so as long as you use your credits for July, August, and September before the 30th, you'll get a free credit. Just FYI, if you did not know that. Um, so that right there is like $45 a month because I think it's like 15 a month or whatever. Which I might downgrade to like the $10 one now that I like saw their included titles and I was like, yeah, fuck that. Because I have like premium plus or whatever. But let me see. Hold on, let me see how much it is just to like buy credits. I don't even know if I can do that on here. I don't even know if I can do it through the app. I might have to do it through a website. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. So I have Premium Plus, which is 1 credit a month to buy any audiobook from 1 million plus titles. You keep audiobooks you buy with a credit, even if you cancel. That's actually not true because if the writer or the publisher revokes Amazon's rights, like let's say they can't renew it, you'll lose access to it. Just FYI, in case you didn't know that, ebooks are the same way. So check your shit. That's all I'll say. You unlock unlimited access to 150,000 plus included audiobooks and podcasts. All shit. Haven't found any that I want to listen to. By the way, I haven't looked at podcasts, but audiobooks. Haven't found any. Enjoy exclusive sales and discounts. I don't even know how to see that. Okay? I don't know how to see that. I have 0 credits. I can buy 9 credits for $100, 7 credits for 76, 5 credits for 56, 3 credits for 38, and 1 credit for 15. I literally need someone to tell me the best way to hack Audible. That's what I need. I'm going to get on TikTok and I'm going to look that up while we're doing our next sprint. So I will see you guys in 50 minutes. Happy reading, happy productivity. Hello, hello. How did we do? I'm on chapter 17. I have, let me see how much I have left. About an hour and 30 minutes left. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go eat dinner and kind of relax and finish listening to this and probably call it a night. We didn't get very far. I should have organized my new thread a little bit that I had to get for the kits. Um, it's a bit of a disaster right now, which is fine. It's fine. That happens. Um, so working through all of that, I would definitely show you my desktop if it was not super dirty. Also, we had to take a pause because you guys see what Zoe did. So she like jumped on to stuff on my desk, knocked it over, hit my can, spilled. I was very mad at her. Very mad at her. She's been kind of a shithead the past like day, really the whole day, to be honest. And it's because she hasn't been outside overnight. And like normally, like we don't try to leave her outside, but she prefers to go outside at night. And we're kind of like, okay, like, da da da. And yeah. So she's kind of been like an asshole right now. Um, which is not fun. So but anyways, I am gonna let you guys go. I will see you come what day? Come Thursday. I'm like, what day is it today? Come Thursday, I will see you guys. And yeah, if you need anything between now and then, feel free to reach out on Discord, Instagram, whatever your choice is. I'm really bad at checking YouTube comments, so don't do YouTube. Uh, but anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I hope you had a productive evening, and I hope you got some reading or crafting or activities or even just relaxing done. And I will see you guys Thursday.